What is good, everybody? Woo, it's a bright morning out here. Well, maybe it's not that bright, but I'm just not used to being out. So this is not the video that I wanted to release, but I think I had to talk about it since I saw it so quickly. So let me just first say thank you so much for everyone who tuned in to the live that we had yesterday. If you have not watched it, the ladies really spoke out about what it's going to take, and I was glad that they actually said it. Going to take to improve the chances of the dating pool, improve the chances of men coming back to the table, having conversations, going out on dates, etc., etc. So I really, really appreciate it. If you didn't check out the video, I mean, really read the comments or the live transcription. It should be available. If not, I read it anyway. So I read the vast majority of them anyway. So I really want to say again, thank you to everyone who showed up for that. All right. So enough of that. Thank you to all the new subs, over 4,000. Thank you, thank you, thank you. To the people who are watching the videos and not subscribing, please make sure that you consider doing that, particularly if you're enjoying the content. If you want more content like this, please make sure that you hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and all that. All right, so let's get into it. So we're gonna, you know, I used to watch a lot of unboxing videos, you know, things fresh out the package. I like that kind of stuff. But this one I'm about to show you, this ain't it. This ain't it. So let's pause right here, watch this video.
So, y'all gotta know the difference between a hack bag and a Birkin bag. So this is a man's carry-on bag when you're traveling. So a lot of times when people see a male carrying a bag like this, they be like, oh, that's a Birkin. You have to know the difference. Look it up. HAC, it's a hack bag. But I like to call it a hot, but it's really called a hack. You see, this is the size of it. No. There's a difference. This is a man's carry-on. Now, of course, we have two new Birkins right here. As you can see, custom bags. And y'all know the price of these, as you can see. Trick or treat, Halloween, or
All right, so we saw former champion, boxing champion, one of the most dangerous fists, dangerous hands in the world. This brother, I don't know what is going on in his head. I don't know what is going on in his head. There's a book that there's two problems I want to address with this. And the second one is going to be more sensitive, so I'll obviously take my time with that. But the first one is you got to read, and I'm sure that you guys are all well read, who's in my comment section. If you haven't read the book Up From Slavery by Booker T. Washington, you got to read that. In that book, he details how freshly out of slavery, black folk were just putting any little nickels together that they had in celebrating any type of aesthetic accoutrement that would allow them to be part of the dominant class, or give them the feeling that they were part of the dominant class. So they had little stopwatches, they had little, grandfather clocks. Some of them didn't work. Little real silver spoons, all this different type of stuff, right? Look, one suit that they wore all the time because they wanted to feel like they were somebody. They wanted to feel like they were somebody. And listen, I get it, man. I get it. I get that. But centuries later, we're still doing this? We're still thinking this is a flex? To have somebody else's name brand on our body, somebody from a different country? We got to stop all that name brand stuff, right? Cars. I had a woman one time tell me, I bought we were starting to date, and I brought a shirt. Hey, come on, dude, what are you doing? You know you don't got the green light. That's why, man. I gotta get out of here. So she asked me like, what name brand is this? It was a real question. It wasn't like it was an ugly shirt or anything, but listen, so that's the first issue, is this brother who should be creating his own brand, and I don't know if he has it or not. I don't know anything about this brother. I don't know anything about Floyd. So he should be creating his own brands and or supporting a name brand of an African, Caribbean, or a Black American designer. I don't understand. All these dudes, all these black people, and I don't watch a lot of it, so you guys can hit me in the comment section if this is going on. But all these people who go to these different red carpet events, the gala, the Oscars, all these different red carpet events, and ask them, who you wearing? If they're not saying a black owned, operated black person, fashion designer, then that should be canceled. That's what I talked about on the show, on the live show too. This is the canceling. This is the shaming. Listen, we're not going to support your movies. We're not going to watch you on the red carpet until you put on a black actor, a black designer that is owned and operated. Majority companies, 60, 70, 80% of its workforce staff management team is operated by black people. We're not going to buy your music until it's the same ratio. Owned, operated. We're not going to attend your concerts. And we're not going to walk around with handbags, unboxing handbags. Listen, they really don't think much of us. We gotta understand that. We gotta understand that. They don't think much of us. They don't. You know exactly what I'm talking about. They don't think much of us. So before I go on, they don't think much of us. Let me continue on with the second issue that's going to be more sensitive. I honestly don't have Acorn in my car. Remember the time a cop shot somebody, or shot at somebody for an Acorn dropping on his car? Crazy. I went off on that and I forgot what I was going to say. The second issue, listen, I don't have a problem. I got to preface this with, I don't have a problem with the members of the LGBT community. I think that, we can have a debate about people, whether they were born that way or, all that kind of stuff. I know this is going to be whatever, but I really don't have a problem with that. I've gone back and forth with friends about that. But at some point, we gotta give these people the side eye and say, what's going on here, right? This agenda. Right. I told you guys I'm in the Marvel movies and all that, and there was a woman. I'm pretty sure she was working for Disney. She was working for Disney, and I can't remember which. It was either a movie or a franchise. And she was like, she was admitting, listen, we have a gay agenda. This is a black woman, black queer woman, who's saying, we definitely have an agenda, and I want this movie or franchise. I can't remember if it was a cartoon franchise or if it was an actual movie. I mentioned Marvel movie because Disney owns Marvel. She definitely worked for Disney, and I don't remember which one it was. But regardless, she was saying that she had definitely an LGBT agenda.
It's like, I love Disney's content. I grew up watching, all of the classics. They have been a huge like informative part of my life. But at the same time, like I worked at small studios most of my career, and I'd heard, you hear whispers. Like I'd heard things like, oh, they won't let you show this at a Disney show, and I'm like, okay. So I was a little like sus when I started, but then my experience was bafflingly the opposite of what I had heard on my little pocket of like, proud family Disney TVA. The showrunners were super welcoming. Meredith Roberts and like our leadership over there has been so welcoming to like my like not at all secret gay agenda. And so like I feel like I felt like it was, I mean, like maybe it was that way in the past, but I guess like something must have happened in the last like they're turning it around, they're going hard. And then all that like momentum that I felt, like that sense of I don't have to be afraid to like, let's have these two characters kiss, let's in the background this, like I was just wherever I could just basically adding queerness to like if you see anything queer in the show, I'm proud family. But like I just was like, no one would stop me and no one was trying to stop me. It's like I love.
She was called out about that. So while I don't have a problem with them, I do have a problem with the emasculation and the effeminization of boys. I have a problem with the emasculation and the feminization of boys. Emasculation being you deliberately do things to take their manhood away, whether it's physically, whether it's, they used to, all throughout human history, people who had harems, and this happened to African Americans who lived enslaved African Americans as well. They would cut the testicles off to emasculate the boys, because they didn't want them sleeping with their wives and daughters and all that kind of stuff. Happened in the North American, North Atlantic slave triangle, and it happened going to the East as well, right? All the slaves are imported to the Middle East, right? So they all did it. Most boys who made it to the East didn't even live, or were kidnapped and all that kind of stuff, didn't live because they were not only cut the testicles off, they cut the penises off, and they couldn't control the blood. This is how much they didn't like us or whatever, and the brutalization that we have endured. We and our ancestors of African descent, more recent African descent, I should say, have endured. So this brother, Floyd, gets on here and does he not see what he's doing? I don't know if this brother doesn't see what he's doing, doesn't understand what he's doing. I don't know where his head was at. I don't understand why he would do this. And this is having an effect on men, boys. And I don't understand it, and I don't like it. And I've talked before about everybody doesn't have to be this super strong masculine dude. I've said that before. I'll say it again. I'm not necessarily doing that, but this agenda, this type of overt, covert operation, psyop that's going on here, has to be called out and has to be recognized. And I'm titling this, starting to wake up, because we're also seeing that people are recognizing, what's going on here. People are recognizing what's going on here. People are recognizing what's going on here. So let's read through some of the comments, because the comment section is very, very telling as to what people are thinking and all that. So let's read through the comment section. The black community is so materialistic. My people buying high-priced items of Europeans is never going to be a flex. You heard that. Show me one wealthy white man doing this. A loaf of bread costs $8. I promise you, we don't give a D. We don't give a damn. We are all here watching man reveal his purse. Men used to fight in wars, build houses. Now they happy when they get a purse. Floyd, I'm gonna hold your hand when I say this. This is a large purse, no matter how you try to hold it. Man, that's a big ass purse. He's too wealthy to be this materialistic. Not a grown man doing a purse unboxing. This is my favorite comment so far, but name brands should mean nothing when you're not rich. You want to impress us? Open a school instead of buying yourself a purse. What happened to manly men? It's a purse, and he's not the influencer he thinks he is if he's still buying these instead of receiving them as gifts. Do not buy me one of those as a gift. I will hurt your feelings. Bro finna turn into Mary Poppins. If it looks like a purse, I'm calling it a purse. I don't care what nickname you give him. Those is purses, my boys. Does it come with tampons? I could never hate on him. Yeah, okay, brother. Label's got the black community in the chokehold. This is why men love purses nowadays. This is sassy men starting to rock purses more than ever. This is crazy, man. It's a purse. We are the biggest consumers for no reason at all. I'm gonna stop it right there. It goes on and on and on and on, right? It's just madness. So we read through the comment section, and we can see what is going on, what the people think. And I'm glad that people are waking up. So they're waking up to the agenda, I think. I think that they're waking up to consumerism, the agenda, the consumerism. So people are waking up to the consumerism, to the agenda, and also I think that they're waking up more politically, right? As I record this, right, we still haven't received Kamala Harris's agenda, which are policies. Most likely because they're going to be vastly different, and they don't want to reveal them. Either they're going to be really wildly different from the current situation, current presidency, and she doesn't want to reveal them, or they're going to be the exact same. I mean, those are really the two options, right? So either they're going to be wildly different, or they're going to be the same, or maybe she doesn't have them. Maybe she doesn't have any. I can't believe that she doesn't have any. I can't believe that. I don't believe that kind of talk. I don't think she's that slow. She's got to have something. But I will say that people are waking up and saying, you know what, we're not going to go for this. We're not going for this. We're not just going to simply vote blue no matter who. We're not going to do that. Right? We're going to wake up and wake up and see this situation. So I think that given the amount of people who are talking about the gender war, they recognize what's going on. I think that vast people who are waking up to the political, becoming more politically savvy, something that is long overdue. Malcolm used to talk about this. Other great individuals used to talk about becoming more politically astute. Waking up to the consumerism, waking up to the fact that our boys can't read, waking up to the fact that we're going through everything we're going through. So we're slowly waking up to this type of thing. So I just want to drop this and just put this out there and say, hey, listen, this is what's going on. This is what's going on. So let me know your thoughts, your opinions, and all that. Much love and peace.